I'm Storm Checker ET meteorologist Austin Haskins with your Tuesday weather forecast. It was another ridiculously unseasonably warm day yesterday. Highs in the 50s and 60s across the area. We got to 61 in Eau Claire, which did break the daily record of 56, but thanks to a few mid to higher level clouds that moved through in the afternoon, that did keep our temperature below the all-time warmest February temperature, which was 63. So we didn't break that record, but we still broke the daily record. 66 was the high in Red Wing and Winona. Look at that, got to 70 degrees yesterday, but we got some changes in the forecast and some pretty big changes at that, thanks to a very strong cold front that's going to move through. So we're going to walk you through this here. This afternoon, the clouds will start to increase. The first half of the day is looking pretty good. Then we're going to start to see the precip chances begin to move in. Sometime about 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon out to the west, progressing to the east. Probably going to reach the Highway 53 corridor sometime around 5 to 6 p.m. tonight, give or take. And then we'll see snow showers through the evening and into the very early parts of the overnight hours. I think once we get to about midnight, 1 a.m. or so, that's when the snow should be done with. And then we're going to clear out, leading to a bright day on Wednesday with the sunshine, but significantly colder and still going to be breezy as well. And I'm going to talk about that here more in just a moment. This is the high resolution rapid refresh model. This one is actually showing maybe a little bit of rain or a mix at the onset of the precip moving in, then quickly changing over to snow. And the timing of this cold front moving through, that's going to be key. If it moves through a little bit later, that could maybe limit snow totals a bit, and we may see a little bit of rain, as I mentioned, kind of what this run of Futurecast is showing. But if it moves through a little bit quicker, temperatures are going to drop a little bit quicker. Then once the precip begins, will mostly be in the form of snow and quickly moving out of here into the overnight hours and morning commute on your Wednesday. But we are definitely going to have some issues. Not so much in the fact that we're not going to see a lot of snow with this. I'm going to make that very clear. A trace to about 1.5 inches across the area. The high end, if we get a heavier burst of snow and or we are trending a little bit colder with that front moving through quicker and that snow can stick, could maybe see a couple of spots, 2, 2.5, maybe up to 3 inches. But if the snow starts falling and the temperatures are still above freezing, we could see that melt on contact. So not a lot of snow expected. But also, too, the snow may be blowing around just a little bit, at least while it's falling, because those winds are really going to be ramping up. We could have some gusts tonight of over 30 to 35 miles per hour, and we stay breezy Wednesday and even into Thursday, despite the fact on Thursday, south wind takes over and we are going to warm up. Now, the issue we're going to have tonight with travel concerns is this. Temperatures today get into the upper 50s, so no issues with that, but you notice the temperatures quickly drop. We go from 58 at 2 p.m. down to 19 degrees by 11 p.m., and we're down in the single digits tomorrow morning with sub-zero wind chills. Any wet surfaces are likely to freeze, which is kind of typically known what we call a flash freeze. So any wet surfaces, bridges, roads, overpasses, sidewalks, things like that, they are going to be icy at some point tonight, whether you see a lot of precipitation or not. So just be mindful of that we're going to have some travel issues overnight and into tomorrow morning and even as early as mid-evening. So I will be tracking that for you. Area-wide highs today, 60s south and east, closer to 50 out to the west as you'll be closer to that front. But again, temperatures may fluctuate a bit depending on the timing of that front moving through. And yeah, lows tonight down in the single digits, and we only bounce back to the upper teens and low to mid 20s tomorrow, but it'll feel more like the single digits and teens throughout the day because of that northwest wind. Now, by Thursday, as the south wind takes over, look how much warmer we are. We jump up about 25 degrees, low 40s northeast, but farther south and west, upper 40s and low 50s. We're in the upper 50s to near 60 on Friday for the first day of March and meteorological spring. 60s over the weekend. Some could be pushing 70 by Sunday, and then our next system looks to take shape, and that could actually bring some showers and thunderstorms Sunday night into Monday, possibly maybe a little bit of some wintry precip on the backside as models suggest temperatures are going to fall behind that system.